Okay, in this video we're going to take a look at some one-step equations and combining like terms and distribution. So let's go ahead and get started. First set of directions here on number 1, it just basically says to simplify. So we're not going to solve because there's no equal sign. We're just going to combine like terms. Let's do the even ones. Okay, so you can see right here that you have the quantity m, which is 1m, and we have a negative 8m. So if we move these terms next to each other, you can see that if you have 1 and you subtract 8, you're going to end up with a negative 7m minus 3. And there's nothing else to do here because you can't combine that 3 because it doesn't have a variable. This is just a number right here, okay? So don't do too much to this problem. Of course, you could always use your calculator on there if you wanted to. Just remember that the quantity m is just 1, and just do 1 minus 8, and there you are. 1 minus 8. Of course, you would get negative 7. Alright, let's not spend any more time on this. Number 4, let's skip number 4, let's go right to number 6. We're still combining our like terms, but here you notice that you have a negative 2, and we're going to combine it with 1/4 of an x. So we're just going to use the calculator to take negative 2 and add it to 1/4, and we'll see what we get here. Remember, it's just to refresh you on the calculator options. You're going to use this alpha key right here. So alpha and the y equals, we're going to get the numerator denominator. So we'll type in 1/4. Actually, let's try it again. Let's do exactly like the problem states. We have negative 2 added to 1/4, alpha y equals, numerator denominator, and quantity 1/4. And you'll notice the nice thing about this is that it automatically puts it in fraction form, so we have negative 7/4. So the answer is just going to be a negative 7/4 of an x. Okay, not too bad, I hope. Alright, just a little bit of distribution practice. You should be fairly good with these type of problems. But number 8, just remember, if you'll always circle the quantity that you're going to distribute, you won't make a mistake here. So you're actually distributing negative 5 multiplied by a negative 8x. Okay, that's going to give us our first quantity. And then we're also going to distribute negative 5 multiplied by 7. Which, of course, this is just going to end up being a negative 35. But if you're not good with the signs, go ahead and just trust your calculator. Alright, so the first distribution would have negative 5 multiplied by negative 8 to give us the quantity 40. So we have 40x. Let's go ahead and write that down here. 40x, positive 40x. And then here we would end up with a negative 35. Negative 5 times 7 is negative 35. So if we combine them together, we just get a negative 35. Okay. Let's take a look at number 10. Number 10, we have another distribution. We're not going to use the calculator on this one. We'll just trust our arithmetic. We have 4 times b, 4b. We have 4 times 8, which is a positive 32, plus our 6b. So now you notice that we have 4b and 6b. So if we add 4 and 6 together, we get positive 10b plus 32. So we're just combining the like terms and simplifying where possible. Alright, number 12. It's the last problem in this set here. And let's see if we can get some more room here. There we go. Alright, so first step here is to take and distribute a negative. And remember, negative 2 times a negative 2 is going to give us a positive 4. So we're going to end up with 4k. Distributing a negative 2 or multiplying a negative 2 to a positive 10 gives us a minus 20. Okay, and this last step can be difficult if you don't remember that you are distributing a negative 10. So we have a negative 10 multiplied by a negative 8k. So we have negative 10 times negative 8. That's a positive 80. And then the variable k stays along there. So this is a positive 80k. So let's write it plus, let's try that again, plus 80k, plus an 80k. And then finally the next step is to take a negative 10 and multiply that by a negative 7. Two negatives, of course, can give us a positive. 10 times 7 is 70. So be careful on these problems with distribution where you have a negative sign. Okay. Good luck with the rest of the worksheet.